one thing common between us is people. We deal with people. I dealt with people for the last 50 years of my activism in the people sector, civil society, public sector, academia, and also a little of international work. As ambassador to Algeria, when I meet the ministers there and they say, wow, Singapore, you are successful, I say, Excellency, we are such a small country. Our aeroplane takes off from Changi Airport, we are already in international airspace. You take a car from Changi to Jurong, only 30 minutes only, and that's Singapore. We are very small. But I say, wow, your people are intelligent, they are clever, they are brilliant, they are highly educated. Our culture, our values, our ethics, our principles, it's about our branding, our people. And people means our culture. And that was the culture that brought us from 1965 to today. How do we preserve this? We embrace these values and we were successful to be trustworthy, honor our word. And people believe us in that. You see, you read the history of Economic Development Board, Strategic Pragmatism as a book. It's all about, I tell you, okay, I'm going to give you, facilitate giving a land for your factory. I fulfill my word. People trust us. And that's important for Singapore's development and growth to what it is today. And also respect people, because we don't have anything else except you, me, everybody out there, Singaporeans, right? So we respect people. And I remember 2015, when we celebrated 50th anniversary, Farid Zakaria interviewed Tharman for Washington Post and said, what is the one big success of Singapore? And Tharman said, it's about the unity of the people. And Farid Zakaria just fell off his chair. He thought Tharman would say, the second highest per capita, biggest airport, best airport, the busiest spot. He said, no, it's about the people. Ability of the diversity to cohere society. And that's it. The differences, we respect the differences, we respect the diversity. And that had been going on for 50 years. Imagine 50 years, diversity. We are the most religiously diverse country in the world. We respect, we honor diversity, we honor differences, we honor people, right? We honor abilities level. We even honor our foreign workers, our foreign domestic workers, and so on. In 2014, a group of elders came together. When I say elders, they are people who are very prominent in Singaporeans who had built Singapore from what it was in 1965 right to till today. And they came together because Singapore was about to celebrate 50 years of anniversary and say, what is the best birthday gift to Singapore? We want to ensure that the building blocks of our success from day one, we carry over to our next generation and future generations, because it will ensure our growth, our prosperity, our stability as a society, country. So these are the kind of sampling of what we transmit, we convey. We are a social group with a social mission. We are not a welfare society or a project-based organization. We are about people to people, by people. Okay, and that is Honor Singapore. And I thought this is wonderful. All of you in this room are human resource personnel. You deal with people. Culture is extremely important. Building culture of your company, your organization. Many scholars believe in the culturalist approach to development. You look at Europe, after the fall of the Roman Empire to the Reformation, was a state of despair. It was only after the Reformation there was a cultural transformation. These are the mega trends, just a sampling, I have not listed the whole thing. I don't want to scare you, but these are the kind of mega trends. I like this author, Robert Kaplan, he says that the way to handle this is don't panic. Do it with moderation and restraint. And restraint means having your moral compass, your values. Whatever can change the world, however world can change, values, be steadfast with your values. Of course, the dilemma is what can change, what cannot change. And this is, I think in life, as you know, if you have to change, but you cannot change everything, then you are a relativist. then today trust is important, tomorrow trust not important. How do we live as a society, as a group, if each of us don't trust each other? At the same time, we cannot not change. Then we are absolutists, Then we cannot survive. So the way to do it is always the balance, the moderation, the middle way, and in Arabic it's called the wasatiyah, and that allows you to keep options open. Societies rise because of economic factors, and I think this is what true for Singapore. But after about 125 years, it would decline. And this is a study of empires, dynasties, states, kingdoms over 3,000 years, and they found that from the emergence to the decline, demise, is about 250 years. And what's causing the decline and the demise is social factors, the cultural factors. And there is this debate and this dilemma between right versus right. For example, we want AI, right? Awesome powers, awesome. It's the right thing, right? At the same time, it can be lethal, it can be fatal. And it's right to also avoid AI or high technology because you want to play safe. So what do we do? Right versus right. There was a big summit in Paris. There was a debate between making it safe, safety matters, versus another group to say that go all out for freedom, for prosperity, for innovation. So there is now a debate, which is good, because they remember Chernobyl, 1984, exploded. And that was the time when there was a hype on nuclear reactors. After that happened, safety, disaster, there was a rethink and there was a flattening of nuclear reactors in the world. So the idea is have it, innovation with safety. Depopulation, the world is depopulating. Never happened since 1300 when there was a black plague in Europe. For 150 years, Europe was declining in population. Today, it is happening in the world, except sub-Saharan countries. Right versus right again. High population, right? Because you want all your workers, your managers, your innovators, to recruit all these people. At the same time, more population means there will be more problems to climate change. Because people with more population, there will be more carbon emission. You reduce population by 1 billion, it's equivalent to making all the new buildings that you construct as highly efficient, energy efficient buildings, or you take away all the coal-fired stations, and the impact of reducing population by 1 billion. 6R toolkit is basically what I have used when I led the statutory board called MUIS, the Islamic Council, 6 golden rules for ethical leadership. And I thought I found it very effective. We look forward for you to be with us on this journey, spread the message. It's a social mission. It's all about culture, Singapore culture, the values that we cherish, that we honor. That's how we call honor Singapore. Honor Singapore as an idea, as the culture, as the values. Please be with us, and thank you very much. I look forward to working with all of you. Thank you.
Thank you.